right, guys, we got some smoke. We got an M340i right here. Yeah, go ahead and take that exit, brother. Today we are going to be dealing with a pesky oil leak I have had on my built motor since I got this one in the car. My motor is perfectly fine, no issues at all, no compression issues. Everything is perfectly fine, but I've been dealing with a small oil leak. I won't say it's small, like it actually leaks a lot of oil since I've had this built motor in the car, and I just haven't had time to truly figure out where it's coming from. I've cleaned it off, I've tried to find it like other ways, but today we're gonna do it the right way, and we're gonna be figuring out where it's coming from. As you can see, this dripped overnight on this side and this side. So I have a leak on both sides of the motor. So I gotta figure that out today. So that's what we're gonna be doing, figuring it out. And as you can see too, look at it right here. So the oil be leaking. It's definitely coming from up top. Oh shit. Definitely coming from up top, leaking down. But when the oil leaks down, it gets on my piping, and sometimes my piping pops off when I hit boost. So definitely got to figure that out. So I bought some stuff to try to figure out exactly where it's coming from. I'm gonna really pinpoint where it's coming from today. So that's what we're gonna be doing, dealing with this pesky oil leak. And I also have a small little coolant leak as well, coming from one of my hoses to my turbo. So a lot of little maintenance on the car and stuff like that. So let's get it. So this is what we're gonna be using today to find the oil leak. Yes, sir. So I actually saw this stuff on TikTok. So we have the dye itself and then the UV light. And I got all this at AutoZone, so pretty cool. I didn't have to order or nothing like that. So yep, hopefully this works to pinpoint exactly where the oil leak is coming from. So I'm gonna pour this whole thing in the motor, and I'm gonna let it run for about 5 minutes. And then after that, hopefully we should be able to pinpoint exactly where where the oil is leaking from with the actual UV light. So let's get it. And then also, I don't know if you guys can see, I have a coolant leak coming from my coolant line up there. It's kind of hard to see. I'll show you from the top, but I do have a coolant leak that goes to my turbo. So I'm gonna be trying to knock out all that stuff today, so I can drive this car, worry free. Don't gotta worry about anything. So turbo died. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the car. So we're gonna let it idle for about 5 minutes with this in there. We're gonna put the whole thing in there. Before I do that though, I am gonna clean off the bottom area of the car just to make sure everything is good to go. And then from there, we will be able to find the oil leak. All right guys, so I just cleaned the bottom of the motor. So everything is fresh, nothing should be leaking anymore. We're gonna go ahead and turn the car on with the new UV oil dye in there. And let's see if we can pinpoint exactly where it's leaking from. So let's get it. Let it run for a little bit. All right guys, so I have the car running for about 5 minutes so far. I haven't seen any oil leaks, and I took the pin, just checked to see if I see anything. Here, we can turn it on. And I don't see anything. That color is not the same color as the dye. So the color we're looking for is this color right here, like a yellowish color. So that's not oil right there. That's not oil. That's like something on my upgrade alternator. And then also like over here, like that's not the same thing. So I'm still not seeing an oil leak yet. So I'm gonna run it for a little bit. I might rev it a little bit just to see. But hopefully we start to see where it's leaking from, because it definitely leaks. All right, we'll see if that helped kind of build some pressure up in the crankcase and see if we can start seeing some oil leaking out somewhere. So I need to check up top as well to see if I see anything on top. So let's do it. All right, guys, so looking at the motor from the top, so far I have not seen any real leaks from the top, which is a good sign. But I know for a fact my motor does leak. I just got to figure out where it's coming from. So I might turn the car off for a little bit and then see if it starts leaking out while the car is basically off. So we'll check to see. All right, guys, I think I know what's going on, you guys. Okay, I think I know why I have a small oil leak, because I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing the UV oil at all. Like, I have the flashlight on and I'm not seeing it anywhere basically on my motor. But I know for a fact I have an oil leak. So what I'm thinking what's happening is because my PCV system, I do have it venting to the atmosphere. I've had it like this since having a built motor. That's just how it's been. I've never had a filter on there or anything like that. And I have, you know, it capped off for my intake manifold and stuff like that. And it's been like that since I had a built motor. But what I'm thinking is going on, because I've been needing to get a catch can, I just have not done it. I think it's time to finally do that. But I think, because if you look, my valve cover is super oily. It is because obviously my PCV system vents to the atmosphere. We all know that. So I'm thinking that just over time, as I keep driving and stuff like that, it just builds up a small puddle, and that's what I see dropping on the ground, because this is the only thing up here. Like, my valve covers are good. They're not leaking at all. These are brand new basically. So, and it leaks down right here. Let's see. Down, like, you can't really see it, but when I was underneath the car, you could see it. It leaks underneath, like right here. So I'm starting to think that it's just because I have it venting to the atmosphere, and it just puddles up eventually and it starts to leak. So with that being said, I guess this is just gonna turn into a video of me finally doing a catch can system on my car to see if that truly stops the leak. So I'm still gonna leave it out right now. I'm gonna let it sit for about an hour to see if it starts leaking, to make sure it's not something else. But I think that's our problem, you guys. So, all right, so I was leaking coolant from that fitting in the back right there, but I already fixed it. Pressure tested, so we are good to go. So cool. All right, guys, so the plan for right now, I'm gonna put everything back together, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of set it up back to OEM style. So it is gonna be feeding some of the oil into the intake manifold. This is just for today. When I drive home, I just want to check to make sure that it does not leak any oil and that this was the problem. If tomorrow there's no oil, you know, on the ground or whatever, then we know that yes, this was what was causing my small little oil leak on the car. And then I'll go ahead and order all the stuff to do the oil catch can, and we'll install that in the next, I guess, day or whatever. So cool. I'm gonna put everything back together, get this thing on the road, and get you guys some pulls. Let's get it. Done. All right, guys, so this is how it looks. Looks still super factory, honestly. I might even keep it like this. I might not even get catch cans, but I'm gonna order it, so it's all good. But you can see I have this right there just for right now, and then I did connect it back into the intake panel on both sides. But it looks super factory, honestly. Like, it literally just looks like I have intakes, so pretty cool. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and bleed the coolant system real quick, and then we will get going, get some pulls in, test the car out, and then I'll check when I get back to the house. So I will pick this up after I bleed the system. All right, guys, we got some smoke. We got an M340i right here. For sure, and these two, he for sure too. Yeah, we about to get it running for sure. Yeah, what that one? Yeah, he gonna be mad about that one. See, that's what I'm talking about. Fun little random run, man. I love it. I love it. We got an M2 right here as well. Come here, dog. Oh yeah, I got time today. I got time today. So I don't know if that's a M2 competition or a regular M2. If it's a regular M2, it probably just has the M55. But if it's a competition, then it does have the S55, and that's the motor that's in like all the M3s, M4s, the F80s. So we'll see, we'll see. Got another M340i right here. Oh yeah. It's a Honda with a laptop? You never know. You never know.
one for sure, for sure. You guys, I think that is gonna do it for today's video. Plenty of content, man. Plenty of content. Hope you guys like it. If you guys like it, please leave a thumbs up. Definitely helps out the channel. Definitely got more content coming soon. Like I always say, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.